Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Tally. I'm just coming home from the gym, about to just take a shower and head right back out. About to go see, some family or whatever. And I was just thinking about something, of course. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. And it happened while I was in the class. Like, it came to me while I was like in class. I was doing cycling for the first time. Not for the first time? No. That's definitely not the first time I've done cycling, but definitely first time in a long time. But I got to this point in the class, right? And I was like feeling, I hit that high. A lot of people, they're not gonna understand this, because not a lot of people work out often enough or long enough to ever get to that point where they feel, and don't look at my nails, I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, but not many people work out often enough or long enough to get to that point, or they push yourself hard enough to get to that point where you feel that high take over your body, and then you just go into like drill mode, and you go crazy, you go ham. It feels like a high. And I got to that point in class today, and it felt so good. And put a light on. It felt so good. And then it had me think about something, and this is what it is. Like, I don't know how we got here, but this is how this is how it is. But being a big girl again in life, think about the stereotypes and the boxes like they like to put big girls in, right? So over life, going through school and everything, you really notice two types of big girls, right? Two types of overweight girls, two types of fat girls. All right, all the same thing. And either one is very loud and ghetto. Everybody knows the loud and ghetto girl. She comes to school in the morning, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. eating hot Cheetos, drinking the Arizona, yelling friend, to everybody in the hallway. Okay, that's the one. That's one type of a big girl. And then you have the other big girl who's like, you could really tell that she's kind of insecure. So she's on the shyer side. She's not trying to draw too much attention to herself. She's shy and she's insecure. She's not out there like that. And I've been both, but when you come to know yourself, you kind of realize that I'm just in the middle. I'm just supposed to be in the middle, because that's me with a lot of things. When it comes to me, like, I'm usually neither here nor there. I'm always like in the middle with my character traits. For an example, like, you see these nails right here that people be hating on. You see these nails right here? These nails, they on the long and ghetto side. But if you've known me long enough, you know that I also like go like years with doing, or I have went years with doing just like kind of like medium length or short length French tip, like a basic French tip, and I might get a little diamonds on it, and that's like my real go-to nail style. And I rock those for years and years at a time. And then all of a sudden one day, when I feel like dropping $100 on just nails, I do these long blinged out ones, and I love them. So I love both of them. It's not something I want to choose between. So that's literally my personality. Sometimes I probably, like, I guess I go from one extreme to another, but what it really balances out to is I'm really like in the middle with everything. So when it comes to personality of a big girl, I either could be that shy or bashful, kind of insecure big girl, but I don't claim insecurity anymore. Or I could be that loud and ghetto one, but I also just feel like it's a box that this world tries to put big girls in. Like, look at the representation on TV of big girls. It's either one of the two, the shy one, insecure one, who doesn't know her worth, or it's the loud and ghetto one who she's very aggressive. And you think like these stereotypes don't affect us, but if you kind of analyze, you know, where you fit in with all of that, like how your look shows up in the world and how your look is represented in the world, you're gonna see that you might have fell into some of those stereotypes that we see in the world or on TV of how your look, you know, is represented, you know. So when it comes to my look as a big girl, I feel like the lanes, like I said, the lanes that are represented, either the shy one or the loud and ghetto one. And I've been both, as I said, but I've come to figure out that I'm neither each one. I'm neither one or the other. I'm neither one. And sometimes I feel like I catch people off guard. I'm not gonna lie. So I catch people off guard because if I'm not being shy, you know, a little bashful sometimes, and I get into a mode that's like right in between loud and ghetto, because I feel like the loud and ghetto big girls, I feel like it could be some insecurity in there too, you know, because you want to draw attention to yourself because you can't get a certain type of attention that you actually want. Now you want to draw it to yourself, or like force people to give you another type of attention. It could be negative attention, but hey, that's the type. To some insecure people, any attention is good attention, and that's kind of what how I used to be. Like when like things pop off in school, any kind of rumors and stuff like that, I used to be like, hey, any publicity is good publicity. That's literally what I used to say in like middle school. Hey, negative, good publicity is whatever, you know. So being loud and ghetto, or you know, that could be a form of insecurity too, not all the time. But I see that when I show up in the world, especially like through all these life changes and, you know, assessments and personal development that I've been doing on myself, when I show up in the world, it's just confident. I feel like people don't know how to treat me, you know, because people are expecting either a big girl to be shy and, you know, just unconfident or insecure, or they're expecting her to be just this loud and ghetto thing, you know what I'm saying? So when I don't show up as either and I'm just calm and confident, I really feel how like people don't know how to treat me. Like that's what it comes off as, and they're a little standoffish. I even feel feelings of people being like uncomfortable, maybe even to the extreme extent of being a little threatened, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to, you know, even how I come off in these videos sometimes, like if you guys not used to confident, or if someone's struggling with some confidence, this may be a little bit too much for you, you know, and that's fine. But as long as you know it doesn't have nothing to do with me, it's you, you know. And even when I was at an unconfident place, when people came off that way, I could, you know, understand that, you know, it was me who was lacking in that confidence. But I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm not gonna cap right now. When I'm in these gym classes, when I do these classes, I go hard. Like I'm a beast with it, you know. I'm either the best in the class. I'm not even gonna cap. If you want to, you could come work out with me, and I'm gonna show you. I'm either the best in the class, or I'm one of the best people in the class. That's where I aim to be when I'm in gym classes. And the reaction, you know, the vibes that I get from people, it's very standoffish. Like they just don't know how to treat me because I'm already a big girl, you know. So it's like I'm supposed to either be joking around, playing around in the class, not taking it seriously, because, you know, it's just like maybe the workout is too hard, or, you know, because the workout's too hard, I'm either supposed to be joking around, not taking it too seriously, or I'm supposed to be struggling and shy. And I'm just neither. I'm neither. I'm doing the workout, I'm keeping up with the coach or the trainer, and I'm really going in. And when people see that, you know, some people, you know, they have the confidence to come up to me and be like, oh, like, you do so good, you do really well, like, you know, they see like, oh, you got it, girl, you doing your thing. But other people, including including sometimes even the coach or the trainer, they're like, they probably, if anything, they be trying to make the workout even harder, because they see me keeping up with them. So they try to do something that's, extra tough, and they end up like losing the whole rest of the class because, they trying to make it tougher because they see me keeping up, but the other people in the class, they not even keeping up. And then you make it tougher, so you lose them all together. So I guess I say all this to say this. When you finally start showing up in the world as you, I know for a fact that it's gonna make people uncomfortable. It's going to make people uncomfortable, especially when you don't fit the box of where you're supposed to fit, or where this life tells people they're supposed to fit. If you don't fit that box, it's gonna catch people off guard. For an example, if you see like a girl with like this hot body, like this blonde girl with, like, let's say she has the perfect body, big boobs, blonde, the stereotypical blonde woman, the blonde white woman, and you talking to her, and then you find out of nowhere like she's real humble, she's a really nice person, like there's somebody who feels warm, and inviting. That's gonna catch somebody off guard, okay, in a good way, because this is a society of looks. So if you see somebody that hot and they're acting warm, like that's gonna catch somebody off guard in a good way, and they're gonna be like, wow, like, because on TV and the way that they're portrayed, they're not portrayed as somebody who would be warm and inviting, so when you get that, it's like, wow, and then that's more acceptable, kind of. But when you see somebody who doesn't fit the stereotype as as what the media portrays as the it girl, and she's not the it girl. I'm not the it girl. I never was the it girl, but I have the confidence as if I was the it girl, and I didn't allow, and I'm never gonna allow again this world to put me into a box and tell me how I'm supposed to feel about myself based on how I look. And I'm not gonna shrink myself, to accommodate other people's perceptions and stereotypes. So because I'm not gonna do that, that's not inviting to people. That's not something that people receive, on like good, like a good thing, that people on good terms. Like when people see somebody who is outside of what society deems to be the girl that people represent as the attractive girl in society, stuff like that. When people see someone who's outside of that and they're still confident in themselves and they're still, going hard, doing their thing, shining brightly, society is not as quick to be welcome and inviting to that person, because it's like, no, you're supposed to be one of two. You're supposed to be shy. You're supposed to be shy and not confident in yourself, and quirky and clumsy, or you're supposed to be this loud and ghetto broad. Like if you don't fit that and you're just, this calm, confident girl, like, no, who do you think you are? That's literally the reception that you get. It's like, who do you think you are? So if you reach a point in your life, which I am at, where people are acting like, who do you think you are? Because that's literally how people receive me nowadays. Now that I've changed like my mindset, and now everything else is just following the mindset I choose to be on, the vibration I choose to be on. It's funny. It's funny. It's a little bit sad because it's like, dang, I'm always gonna, not always, but I'm someone who's always dealt with acceptance, and I didn't get acceptance when I wasn't confident, so I don't expect to get acceptance now. But it's a little like, it's tough, but I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge, because I'm not shrinking back. It's definitely not the time to shrink back. It's not the time for me to shrink back. If you feel it for you, it's not the time for you to shrink back. So we're gonna have to let people feel how they feel, they're just gonna have to keep asking, who do I think I am? Who do you think you are? They're just gonna have to keep asking those questions, because I do think I'm somebody. Like, I do think I'm somebody, and I can't even begin to explain to you who I think I am, you know, because you probably won't receive that well either. But yeah, if you don't fit the box, which I've never really fit the box, you know, but and you're no longer buying into stereotypes, then you're gonna reach a point where people, you know, it's gonna be an uncomfortable place for other people. But, you know, never shrink back. Still continue to do you. Be calm, be confident. Break the stereotypes down. Let people know that, you know, that, hey, I don't fit this, I don't fit that, because I'm not gonna be who this world called me to be. I'm gonna be who God called me to be, period. So I just want to share that with you. It's just funny. So yeah, have a good night.